Did this game seal Justin Fields' fate?
I do believe for a lot of Bears fans, yes. And I think, again, I think quietly almost the regime has kind of had decided probably the very likely it was always going to be the Caleb route because of multiple factors around like the risk of not using this number one pick. Not even just this pick, not using two number one picks in a row and then having Justin not be that guy is like there's just we said there's so much risk involved. And like we've been saying too, fair and objectively, Justin was very much in the boat where he controlled his own destiny, right? Like if he could show that he can make everything work and be perfect for this team, like he kind of was doing for a short time, and be that hero that the Bears need and like put and make it work, right? Could we give him another year and see if it works? For sure. But now, and it's not even just about Justin, I think, in my opinion, bro. That's where the big issue starts. And I think more Bears fans need to understand where I'll get in debates with Bears fans. And I'm like, hold on, you're not seeing from my point of view. This isn't that Justin can't be a guy in the future. This isn't about Justin. It's about the fact that if you don't pay Justin and you say we're starting fresh with the rookie guy, we have so much more area and so much more money we can put into other things that clearly are lacking heavily. And I know you guys already have a lot of money. So it's like you pay Justin in the future, cap goes down a lot. But then you don't. You have all this room for more guys on the O-line, more guys on the D-line, more depth at the receiver position. Like, I just feel like personally, that's the route that it's just better to go, not only for the QB thing, but it's just for the roster construction as a whole. I think it gives you much more shot to maximize the entire roster.
I think also if you do move on from Justin, it opens up a lot more on the coaching side. I think if you were to keep Justin, but then bring in a new offensive coordinator, that's his third offensive coordinator in 4 years. I think if you move on from Justin, it gives you a little bit more flexibility on if you want to move on from the head coach. I think also, if you trade Justin, you're actually probably going to get maybe a second round pick, possibly a third as well.
You know who I'd give a second round pick if I was their team?
The Falcons.
I would say if I'm the Falcons, I would shell that shit out the window immediately.
Even Pittsburgh, maybe.
Or what? In a second.
So I think my thing is like the Bears have a lot of options. And I think, honestly, I don't think there's ever been, I was very excited this offseason, but I don't think I was ever more like confused on what's going to happen. Like, I truly have zero clue what the Bears are going to do. And at the end of the day, the logical move would be to trade Justin, get a new coach, get all new. And that's the thing is like at this point, like I'm so like on the fence about everything that it's like I'm okay with whatever we do. But it's just like I just want to know. I just really want to know. And I think that's how Bears fans are. I mean, you look at the defense, Montez Sweat, ever since the trade has been balling out. But, you know, enough about the Bears because they are truly a question mark. A lot of it is going to depend on if the Panthers lose out, which they should. They just got their second win of the year. But I guess this is my answer. When Joe Flacco comes up and almost throws for 400 yards on you and wins, like, look what Jake Browning's doing. Look what Tommy DeVito's doing. Like, you should, if you have to think about if Justin Fields is the guy, he's not the guy. There shouldn't be questions.
Yeah, well, I think that's very much the best way to put it. And yeah, and to transition over to the Browns, I mean, what an impressive win. What an impressive way to keep the playoff streak alive. I mean, there's many things about this game. Yeah, Joe Flacco, ugly game, but another game winning drive to add to the resume. I don't remember the exact number. I know he's getting into the mid-20s now.
Yeah.
And then Amari Cooper's fourth 100-plus yard game this season. That's definitely a great number here if you're a Browns fan. Njoku x Flacco cooking together these past couple weeks.
What a duo.
Yeah, what a duo. They're kind of like McBride and Murray over here coming out of nowhere, this new tight end QB duo. 10 receptions, 100-plus yards on the day. I mean, that's just an absolutely amazing day. And then JOK, have a day. One pick, I wrote one pick, one interception. I meant to say one sack, one interception.
One sack, one interception.
having a day, JOK. And also, last note I really had on the Browns is very interesting. Myles Garrett still absolutely dominating, wrecking shit. However, 3 games in a row without a sack. If anything, it just speaks to how much that teams have to commit to Myles Garrett. But that's just unheard of when you say it out loud.
Yeah, no, it was crazy to see because if you watch the game, the Bears had all the momentum in the world until the 4th and 1 where Justin tripped. And
they started playing not to lose.
Not to lose. That's how they lost the game. The Bears play not to lose.
That's why I wanted to ask you. The last thing about the Bears, that is the MO of this staff, and that's why it has to be. That's why it has to go.
Which is
the MO is that they get so close so many times. The definition of close but no cigar. Like the cigars were getting fucking put into the humidor. They were bringing them down the fucking gates, and then they played not to win, and then the cigars cannot get lit.
This is the third double-digit lead that they've blown this year, and my final point, and then we'll go to the next game of our division rival, is I guess my thing is like there's just too many questions. Like there's nothing like for sure that I know about this team, and I just want answers. And my thing is like the best way to get answers is get new people in there, get the guy. And it's like I know that's a new thing, but like we've been riding with these guys for 2-3 years now, and we still don't know the answers. Like you should be able to know.